In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to add a formula to a spreadsheet without writing the formula. Now you're going to notice here I'm using columns A and B, and I have an existing budget. What I'm going to do is go to B15 and click my mouse, because this is where I want my total to appear. So all you have to do is on the toolbar, and we're on the Home tab. This works for Windows and Mac. I'm going to come over here where it says AutoSum. Now you're going to notice that AutoSum is showing up here already. You could just click on it, but we're going to click on the drop down arrow, and then we're going to choose Sum. But notice how you can use averages, counts, min, and max as well. But we're only going to be working with Sum. So just click on Sum. Then look over to the left-hand side at your items that you're trying to add up, and notice how you got the dotted lines going around the area that's going to be summed up. That would be B1 to B14. So the formula to calculate this information would start with an equal, the word sum, an open parenthesis, and then the arguments are in the parentheses, and that would be the cell addresses. So that's B1 colon meaning through, B14 close parenthesis. Take a look at the formula bar at the top. You're going to see an area that has an X, a check mark, an FX, and over to the right of it, you're going to see the same thing that you see in cell B15. It's going to be equal sum, open parenthesis, B1 through B14 again. So now what I'm going to do is hit the enter key on the keyboard, and it's now going to give me the total of what's in column B. Now notice how when I hit the enter key, it took me down to cell B16. Don't worry about that. Okay, all you got to do is position your mouse pointer back into cell B15, click in there, and notice how you are back on the formula. The formula is there. Now let me just say something real quick. You're seeing what is called a number, and this is not a raw number. This number is a number that was generated using a formula. And the reason why you know that is because when you click in cell B15, it shows a number, a value, but when you go to the formula bar, you're going to notice that there is a formula, equal sum B1 to B14. Now, let's talk about these raw numbers, because if I click in cell B13, notice how it is actually a raw number, and a raw number means I manually typed it into the system. So how do you know that is a raw number? Because when you go to the formula bar at the top, you're going to see 300. Okay, so this is what you need to keep in mind when you are working with spreadsheets, so that you do not accidentally write over the formula, especially if you're sharing a spreadsheet with someone. Okay, so this has been a real quick lesson just to show you how this works, but check me out in future videos and I'll be breaking Excel down even more. All right, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.